Give thanks and praise for life, you know, Selassie is alive. Yeah man, the land of the priests.
Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean.
2018 Winter Solstice Experience. Join us in Sun City, Antigua from Tuesday the 18th to Monday the 24th day of December. Come and bask in the mystic of the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Come and experience sun, sea, sand, and megalith. Spend 7 days and nights in the heart of the Caribbean. Visit our national heritage sites, meet and greet our people, sample the local fruits and produce, plus the beach, banquets, lectures, yoga, and of course, Greencastle Hill. Greencastle Hill, Mount Anno.
Save our national treasure.
And we definitely do give thanks to life giver and the keeper of life. Thanks to the morning uprising and the blessed beginning of the day, you know. Give thanks for your presence even with us. I wanted to go a bit into the whole concept of the bat and the ball and the science behind it. Now when we speak of the ball, first of all, we're speaking of the Olmec people. And the Olmec people, the ancient people that are recognized and connected with this part of the world, being Central America and South America, the Caribbean, and certain parts of the United States of America and Canada. The Olmec people, or the shy people, are known to be the people that really brought civilization to this part of the world, the ones that were considered to be the original man and woman of this part of the world, but yet still we could trace them even around the globe. That's why you can make the connection with the Olmec and the same people that you see in Uncle Tom or Uncle Wat, you know, from the Sambo god, the god Sambo, as I told you in one of those videos, you know, the mystic when you go to Cambodia and you see in Uncle Wat, Uncle Tom specifically. If you notice, it sounds like Uncle Tom, doesn't it? Uncle Tom, right? In an Angkor Wat, and the statues of the great Buddha, the Sambo. And it's mystic. People argue all the time about who is the real sellout in the Uncle Tom cabin story. You know, you hear about Uncle Tom. We always speak about Uncle Tom. Some people tell you it's not really Uncle Tom is the sellout. It's Sambo is the sellout. So in this story you have Uncle Tom and you have Sambo. You understand? And I'm showing you the ancient deity, what we would call the god of the Nega people. You know, the Nega, where we have the Nega, the Negas, the Niger, the Niger, the Negro, the Nega people. Their high deity was Sambo. It's like the Buddha god, Sambo, the Nega people. And you could see the Nega people and the Buddha structure and the faces of the Sambo in Uncle Tom. So in Uncle Tom you see Sambo, and you have Uncle Tom and Sambo, you know. So I'm just showing you, all of this is not by mistake. Ain't no so-called coincidence, although they're coinciding, but it's not just a coincidence. It doesn't happen by chance. They're those who manipulate the understanding of the science to play with our subliminal, our subconscious level, basically. You know, remember they have mystics that are naturally aligned with nature, obviously. And then there are those things that people put together, and when you unravel them, we say, wow, that's deep. You know, like QRST is Christ. The Christ, QRST, that's in your alphabet, QRST. And then UV. UV is the rays of the sun, wherein the Christ is the sun and how he is related to the sun and the halo. And someone may say, wow, that's deep. But I mean, it's just something you unraveled. You know, it's not something naturally in nature. It is something that someone put together in that formation, so that when you see it, you're like, wow, and you know, and pick it up if you're supposed to pick it up, because it's not really made for you to pick it up, because ABC. Now the honeybee is very mystic animal. A, B is the honeybee. A B, a BC. Trust me, the honeybee represents the angel. The honeybee is remember, it visited Lalibela at his birth. So the honeybee has a mystic vibration. The honey itself is referred to as the nectar of the gods. Whether you're vegan or you say don't eat honey, that's up to you, but it's the nectar of the gods. You know, ABC, and C is one sense to see. DEF is deaf. So from C to deaf, you know, deaf leopard. What's that all about? So I'm just showing you that all around you, man. Sure, we could talk forever, but I want to make this short. But all around you, it is the codes, man. Not just the natural codes. You have the natural subliminal codes from the Almighty in the petal of the flowers and in other ways, and just the movements of life and the connection. But then there's this hidden agenda that usually comes through the television and comes through the radio and the music and the computer and the iPhone and the iPad, all the eyes on you. Yeah, that's where you usually get this one, in the magazine, in the school system, in the church. You know, and these are made by men that fabricate the language and fabricate the colors and fabricate the thoughts and the ideas and the story and the theology and the folk tale and the song and all sorts of things fabricated and mixed with some 33 degrees and some 32 degrees and just brought to the people like it's just good old, you know, apple pie. Yeah. So the bat and the ball now, I'm saying that the Olmec, the name Oli means rubber, and it is mystically, the whole concept of the ball games is really attributed to the Olmec. That is why when you look at the ancient glyphs, you see the hero twins, Shai Balanke and Huanapu, playing ball, the rubber ball game where they bounce the ball off of their hips and they hit the ball into something similar to the basketball hoop, but instead of it being horizontal, it's vertical without a net. Now, that is so deep, because even before we go to the deep part of it, that whole concept of John the Baptist and his head being removed, you know, there's some very mystic things that you hear coming out of the Bobo Shanti camp, you know, King Emmanuel specifically, you know. And we hear that whole concept of when they beheaded, when they took off the head of such a prophet, they used it and kicked it around like a ball. And that whole science of the football itself has come into such, you know, reality, and some people may disagree with that, and I'm not going to fight that, but I'm just showing you now the Olmec, the head structure of the Olmec. Remember, the Olmec himself represents the Garvey figure. The head structure of the Olmec itself representing the forerunner figure. Remember, if you remember the Night of the Black Tiger, for those who have not, you know, seen the documentary as yet, we directly show you the link within the Olmec and, of course, the John the Baptist figure. So I'm just saying, whether you believe in head and football or whatever, and they use the head and kick it around and all of that, because I mean, another man will argue with you and tell you, listen man, John the Baptist don't even exist. That's not the point that I was arguing. I'm not even arguing. I'm just showing you how mystic it is. With that story about John the Baptist and his head and all of that in football, how mystic it is that you can link the Olmec. At least the tradition of the Olmec is that of a forerunner. That is what the story says, the glyph says of the main Aztec people, you know. The Olmec, the Shai, the Kulka Khan, he is a forerunner for the feathered snake that shall come after him, of which he is a feathered snake too. It's very deep. That's why you saw in the Mask of Lord Pakal the different figures, you know, the man with the locks and beard and the man without the locks and with the beard, and the Olmec figure who's the one that goes before, the John the Baptist type of figure. You get what I'm saying? So how mystic it is. So the Oli, the Olmec, the rubber, the Olmec people are considered again to be the one that brought in the whole ball game. So whatever ball game it is, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, you can attribute it to the Olmec people, the African people, the African man in that well, at least most of our discoveries have brought us to home them down to Central and South America, the Americas in general, even the Caribbean. For those who will be coming to Green Castle Hill, this is a good time for that plug there. for those who will be coming to Greencastle Hill. Now this time around, I mean, this is going to be marvelous. You'll be seeing for yourself the Olmec head structure here in Antigua, here in Wadadli. Now I will tell you, well, you've seen it on the video, so you see it for yourself already. But when you come, you'll see it for live. I will tell you clearly, it is not as pronounced as you would see the Olmec head structure that was discovered in La Venta and these different places. But for sure, if you've already seen the pictures that we've showed on the different episodes that we've done on YouTube, and even in the, I think the picture is in the book, but you've seen the picture, I'm sure. You can see it's obviously not only an Olmec now, an Olmec with his mouth wide open, as if performing the open mouth ceremony. That's the mystic of our Olmec here on Greencastle Hill. You know, so for those who'll be coming through, remember, you still have time, you know, man. You still got time. All you got to do, email me, priestisaac27@gmail.com, and ask for me to show you the itinerary and, of course, the package and exactly what is available and all what you need to do and get in order for you to join us for the 7-day period. Yeah, man, definitely. Don't make it past you this time around. The winter solstice, weather looking perfect, everything looking good. The Almighty is in charge of everything, but it's all right. You're here for 7 days. We're gonna make sure we go up and come down at that Greencastle Hill morning and afternoon. Don't worry. But we're really set for the 21st, and we're set for the 23rd, the sunrise and the sunset. And remember, there's so many other things in between that. Of course, the ad is at the beginning, and we'll do the ad again at the end. And remember, you can share that ad for me. You can share this whole program, but share the ad specifically. I'll give you the link for the ad in the description below. So all you have to do is go into the description and take the link for the ad, and you can share it for me, as well as the link for the petition that we are asking for 10,000 signatures, man. Yeah, man, and more if possible, to show our appreciation for Greencastle Hill. I'm just pointing in the direction where I know it is. I can see the mountains that are around about it, the Shirley Mountains, from right where I am, right here. Okay, perfect in all ways and doings and sayings, you know. So give thanks again. Just a little plug there for that hike and coming up to Greencastle Hill. So you'll see the Olmec head structure when we go up to Greencastle Hill with his mouth open. I'm just saying now that the Olmec, the whole aspect of that ball game, is more than just a ball game. It is more esoteric than those that want to play esoteric. Because on the 21st day of December 2012, where some people were making a mockery of it and saying the world was going to end, they didn't understand it was a science. Something really came to an end. But you see, we're so drunken and lost in our debauchery that we're not even aware. We can't feel the vibration of the earth. On that day, the sun and the earth and the center of the Milky Way galaxy did align perfectly. I was up on Greencastle Hill at that time, myself alone, perfectly. And in fact, what I'm saying to you now, that is the same vibration of the game that the hero twins appear to be playing, with the hip and the elbow. And when they hit the ball into that hoop that is not really horizontal but vertical, that represents the alignment of the earth and the sun and the Milky Way galaxy, the center thereof, on that day, which is also the winter solstice. How mystic that is, as well, as we're looking for our winter solstice hike from the 18th to the 24th day, you know, of December 2018, market, depending on when you see this video, you know. So how high that is in its conception. So the science of the ball, the rubber, because the rubber tree now, again, the name Oli, that is why we linked Marcus Garvey to the rubber tree. Remember Marcus Garvey with the rubber plantation in Liberia that was taken away by President King, and Marcus Messiah Garvey also establishing the UNI in Liberia and all of these different things. And then after such, Firestone, and it sounds like a fire truck, eh? The same Firestone rubber companies, fire truck for Trinidad, the same Firestone rubber company, you know, Marcus I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari, burn on the wicked. Yeah, man, the same Firestone rubber company that was given the land for Marcus Garvey on the 17th of August and dates thereabout. Right there in the documentary Knights of the Black Tiger, we already highlight all of this. They had to recall their vehicles and recall their tires. You know, all the Ford and the Jeep and the Forerunners were just flipping as the tires were just ripping up and the vehicles were just flipping and people were dying. Forerunners flipping. Forerunner. Who's the Forerunner? Marcus Garvey. Forerunners flipping, the tires ripping. These tires came from the rubber trees that were on the land of Marcus Garvey, you know, man, in Liberia. On the 17th of August, they recall them tires, meditate. That's the real science. That's the unseen, working within the scene. Yeah? Marcus I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. So you don't play with Garvey, man. I don't care who you are, what you think. Do not play around with Marcus Messiah Garvey. I warning you. Do not trouble the prophet. All right. So I'm just saying that. So the rubber trees, the ball game, and the science of the ball game, as I said, extremely cosmic, dealing directly with the connection of the alignment of the heavens and the sun and the earth and the Milky Way galaxy at the same time. All of it is one. All of it is well aligned. All of it is well in tune. And then just bringing it on a level wherein you could see the direct connection with the ball game, from tennis down to anything you're dealing with a ball. You could attribute it to the shy people, the Olmec people, you know, the Shaite Kotli, the Kulka Khan. Now, just a simple thing, simple as this. This is just simple as pie. The animal symbol for the Olmec is the bat. That's all. Story done. The animal symbol for the Olmec is the bat. We already went through that, didn't we? When you could see that in the Mask of Lord Pakal, when you perform the mask and the ritual of the mask, the bat appears with the bead in its mouth. Right. The animal symbol. We covered that on the documentary 7, The Divinity of King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. That is on the YouTube, and that is well covered in the Night of the Black Tiger as well. You should order the copy of the Night of the Black Tiger if you have not received it as yet. I mean, the Night of the Black Tiger, man, you need to get a copy of the Night of the Black Tiger, the divinity of Marcus Messiah Garvey. So we explain that in depth. You see the bat with the bead inside of its mouth. The bat with the bead in its mouth. Yeah. Bat. It's homophones or homographs. I think it's homograph. Homograph, yeah. BAT bat is a homograph, meaning that it has two meanings, but it's spelled the exact same way. I think a homophone is when they sound alike, like there and there. You know, there and there, like it's over there. Or that's their mother. Two different theirs, but they're not spelled the same. But bat and bat, the bat. The animal symbol is the bat. So what's the other bat? What do you mean, what's the other bat? A baseball bat. Oh, a bat, right. Or a cricket bat. Right. So the animal symbol for the Olmec is the bat. Right. Okay. What's so special about the Olmec? Well, there are many things special about the Olmec. But one of the outstanding things is John the Baptist's head. And it's mystic that his head structures you found, you know. As Akibika said in the Days of Midnight. In one of the songs, I think the song is My Joy. My Joy. If it's not My Joy, it's one of them songs on that album where he said, Olmec head structure, still a play football. Around with the man, terrible in the poetry. Yeah, man. Olmec head structure, still a play football. Deep vibes, man. Them music is poetry, eh? Real soothing vibes if you know how to decode them and listen to them properly. You get away from the jamming, and the music is, you know, real chic too. So I'm just showing you now, so the head structure, the John the Divine head structure, Baptist head structure, the head on the platter, the football, you know, the ball game, you know, and the science of it, and the rubber tree, and through the hope, and the Milky Way galaxy, the ball, the Olmec represent the ball, The animal structure, the animal symbol for the Olmec is the bat. And in modern day time, bat and ball literally go together. Just like, please excuse me, spaghetti and meatballs. And it's just reality. Bat and ball. So it's no mistake. It's not by chance that they just happen to have give thanks. A baseball bat with the baseball and a cricket bat with the cricket ball. Because the inventors of the ball, the scientific people of the rubber, their animal symbol is a bat, the homograph. And those who invent homograph and homophones and anonyms and synonyms and all of this in their language and their ABC and DEF and QRSTUV, those who put all of that together, obviously from the science that they stole, they overstood what would be the results, whatever it is, of putting bat and ball together for us to use as a natural term, a household phrase, bat and ball, the Olmec people, and we still don't know who we are. Do give thanks. Life give and keep of life. Holy Emmanuel eyes, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed man, give thanks.
Give thanks and praise for life, you know, Selassie is alive. Yeah man, the land of the priests.
Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean.
2018 Winter Solstice Experience. Join us in Sun City, Antigua from Tuesday the 18th to Monday the 24th day of December. Come and bask in the mystic of the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Come and experience sun, sea, sand, and megaliths. Spend 7 days and nights in the heart of the Caribbean. Visit our national heritage sites. Meet and greet our people. Sample the local fruits and produce. Plus the beach, banquets, lectures, yoga, and of course, Greencastle Hill. Greencastle Hill, Mount Anna.
Save our national treasure.